Okay, I think we are live and ready to go. So first of all, welcome everybody. So pleased to see so many people here. I hesitate on the word here because we're still living in a virtual world. This is our 2021 version of the Etobicoke-Lakeshore Gem Awards, which was started many years ago. I can't take credit for it. It was started back in about 2004 by Laurel Broughton when she was the provincial, and I've carried on the tradition. And it's an annual event that we have to recognize small businesses in our riding. And uh, this year, more than ever, perhaps, it's really, really important. I mean, the last 14 months of our lives have been uh, you can pick an adjective: chaotic, turmoil, stressful, emotional. It's been incredibly challenging, to put it mildly, but we've got through it, and I'm always proud to talk about people in Etobicoke Lakeshore and our businesses in Etobicoke Lakeshore, and probably never more so than the last year, because the number of people, businesses, individual groups of people who have stepped up to see what they can do to help. Uh, many times when they were struggling themselves. At the beginning of the pandemic, in the first few months, I'm trying to reach out and stay in touch with as many people as I can and try to help them out. I was overwhelmed by the number of people who were reaching out to me with the question, "How can I help? What can I do?" We have an incredible community. That's the bottom line. And we have an incredible community because of all of you and so many other people. So this year, more than ever, it's very, very special. If you remember, those of you who were with us 2 years ago, we did it sort of Academy Award style. We had it down at William F. White's, and we had floodlights and red carpets, and we had food and drinks. Well, this year we're doing it virtually, and this is the world we live in. I've been wearing a headset on my ear every day for months and months. Although as time passes, it becomes more than a headset because I haven't had my hair cut in 7 months, so it becomes a very valuable instrument as well because it keeps me looking a little less unruly. So. Um, Grateful for that. But just so everybody knows, we had so many nominations, and we usually in the past we've had 9 categories. This year we had 13 or 12 rather. We've added 3 new categories specifically to recognize people who have taken that extra step or done something special during COVID, and we'll get to that towards the end of the evening. We should be able to get through this in about an hour. It's very exciting. You didn't come here to listen to me. We came here to find out who the winners are. I'm going to show everybody now. I should let people know. Ordinarily, you'd come up, I'd give you your award, and you're going to get uh, a trophy. It's a crystal trophy, which is quite beautiful, along with a framed plaque recognizing your victory. We can't do that tonight, but I am going to be going around personally to all of the businesses, all the winners, and hand delivering them in a socially distanced, safe way. So you will be getting them. But what I'm just going to give you here, and don't look because this actually has a winner's name on it, but that's what it's going to look like. So everybody will be receiving one of those over the next couple of weeks. The way we did this, we get all of the nominations. Uh, I didn't want to be responsible for having to decide who the winners are because it's a very it's a challenging task. It's not one I wanted responsibility for. So we reached out to all of our heads of all of our BIAs, and they worked with me, and we sat down and we went through the list. So I want to say a big shout out thanks to our Lakeshore Village BIA Chair, Chris Corwin-Kaczynski, Long Branch BIA Chair, Michelle Harris, Mimico by the Lake BIA Chair, Alex Rodriguez, Mimico BIA Chair, Kelly Farrell, Shop the Queensway BIA Chair, Michelle Roberts, the Kingsway BIA Chair, David Lombardo, and last but not least, Village of Islington BIA Chair, Lola Makanowitz. All of this group worked hard collectively, went through the list, went through all the nominations, and made the very difficult decision on picking some winners. But the reality is, everybody who was nominated is a winner, and you're splitting hairs trying to make this decision, and so many others who are could have been nominated. It's, again, we are incredibly lucky in this community. But before we get into the awards, I do have a little video I want to put on and show you. I had invited the Honorable Mary Ng to join us tonight. She is the federal minister responsible for small business. Unfortunately, she had a prior commitment, but she was kind enough to pass along her regards on video. So Jen, maybe if you could put that on. One of my usual cautions whenever I'm doing Zoom events or things like this is there's bound to be technical challenges along the way, the least of which are people forgetting to unmute themselves, and sometimes other things. We're having some difficulty with this video. Okay. Maybe we can get back to Minister Ng a little bit later. Jen, if you could put maybe the some of the slides up and we can jump right in. Okay. We've had our first major glitch of the evening. Just be patient, folks. It just builds more suspense, right? This was actually all planned. We just want to keep everybody wondering. All right, I'm gonna jump in and do it the old-fashioned way. Our first category nomination is Best New Business, and we had 6 nominations for that. Oh, wait, here we go. So, okay, here we go, Minister Ng.
Hello, everyone. It's Mary Ng, Canada's Minister of Small Business, Export Promotion and International Trade, and the Member of Parliament for Markham Thornhill. I'm so glad that I'm able to virtually share a few words with you this evening, and I'm happy to see that my terrific colleague, James Maloney, Member of Parliament for Etobicoke-Lakeshore, is hosting this wonderful initiative. This year's Gems of Etobicoke-Lakeshore Awards are once again being celebrated virtually. And I want to commend each and every one of you for being recognized today and all of the businesses in Etobicoke-Lakeshore. This past year has been so difficult, but you have stepped up, worked hard as partners in your community to fight the pandemic, and have continued to provide excellent products and services that Canadians need. Small businesses make up 98% of all Canadian businesses. You're the heart of our communities and the backbone of our country's economy. I would also like to thank everyone who is attending here today for your continued efforts to support our communities and to finish this fight against COVID-19. I want to congratulate all the winners tonight. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Enjoy the event.
Okay. You know, the important part of her message is, in my view, is the importance of small business. You know, here in Etobicoke-Lakeshore, we have well over 4,300 small and medium-sized businesses. So they literally are what keeps this community going. So her message is right on the number. So, okay, so now we're going to jump into the awards themselves. And first up, we have Best Restaurant Cafe, and everybody should be able to see on our screen. We had 13 nominations, and so people know there's some historical component to picking winners, in that because our community is so large, we picked one. We picked 2 winners, or 2 winners are chosen from for each category, for the north part of the riding and the south part of the riding, sort of using the boundaries of the old municipal boundaries for Ward 5 and Ward 6, if people remember. So in this category for Best Restaurant Cafe, we'll start in the north part of the riding. The winner is AF Home Bakery. So congratulations. And our second winner is Tita's Mexican Food on Lakeshore Boulevard. I remember when they opened up. I was there for the grand opening. Food is tremendous. Now is Istra is here, but yeah, there she is. I can see you. If you want to say something, feel free. You're welcome to share your thoughts. I see you've got the whole crew behind you. Look at that. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's a happy bunch. It's a very happy bunch, no doubt.
Yeah, this is a team, and thanks for everyone. And the hard work. Thank you very much. We're very honored to receive this.
Well, we're thrilled. And next time we'll do it all in person, but we'll see you very soon. So thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations to everybody there, because it's a group effort. All right. Okay, and we'll move on to the second category then, which is best retail business food. And you can see there was a lot of nominations for this one, well over 15 or 16 number, and that's a very popular category and makes a decision even more difficult to make. So our winners. My Bistro, which is located at 4906 Dundas Street West. Our owner is Tong Man Nagoyan, who I believe is with us this evening. Maybe not. Okay. Oh, there you are. There you. Okay. Yep. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Very well done. You look like you came straight from work, or you're still at work.
No, we're not open today. I'm just dressed up for the occasion.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, thank you and well done. And look forward to seeing you. I'll come by with the award and do a little taste testing at the same time.
Hey, thank you so much. See you soon.
Pleasure, you bet. Okay, and our next winner in that category is the Bread Essentials. And Jose, I believe, is joining us this evening.
I'm here.
There you are. There you are. You're incognito. You're Richard Bellet this evening.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My husband.
Congratulations. Well done. Thank you for joining us.
It's a group effort.
Yeah, these things often are.
Clients are very generous and employees equally.
Well, good stuff. We'll come by and we'll see you very soon, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, and our next category we have is the best retail business merchandise. And again, we have two lucky winners here. Again, all of the nominations are very worthy. I can look at every one of them and think of my own experience with them. In fact, on that list are some past winners. So congratulations to all the nominees here. So maybe we can move to the next slide, see who our first winner, Mimico Home Hardware. People will remember Mimico Home Hardware down on the Lakeshore. Now, John Sardatakis, who cannot be here tonight, the owner, perhaps showing why he's been successful for so long. He couldn't make it tonight because it's his wife's birthday and he chose to stay at home and celebrate that instead. So congratulations to him, and we'll see him soon. And our second winner is the senior store located at 4974 Dundas Street. And I believe Ken Kojich is here this evening. Ken, are you there? No? Okay. All right. Well, we'll accept it on Ken's behalf, and I'll come by and see him as well. Okay. So our next winner, next category, best personal service business, another very popular one. Lots of names on there, all very worthwhile, all worthy of winning. And our first winner is Specs and Spines on Lakeshore, a great spot. It's a brother and sister operation. It's a combination of eye and physical ailments. They can look after all your needs. I can remember going to their grand opening a few years ago as well. So congratulations. I don't know if they were able to join us this evening. I don't think they were, so I will accept that on their behalf too. So, and our second winner, oh, wait. Our second winner is, there we go, Umana Health. Congratulations to them. 700 Kipping Avenue. Laura, I think I saw you on it. There you are.
Yeah.
Laura Hubley,
Hi.
congratulations.
Thank you so much. What an honor.
Well, no, listen, it's a reflection on you and your team, that's for sure.
No, it's
Help.
been an honor to be part of Etobicoke-Lakeshore and provide health services, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, well, it's extra challenging during the pandemic, that's for certain.
Absolutely.
So well done for keeping it up and keeping it going, and congratulations. So I will come by and see you soon. You're just around the corner
Looking
from my
forward to it.
office.
Perfect.
Me too.
Thank you.
Okay, so our next category is Best Professional Service Business, another popular one. See, there's so many success stories in Etobicoke-Lakeshore that there's so many meritorious nominees. So in this one, we have two winners again. So let's see who our first winner is. Oak Learners. Congratulations. Oak Learners, for those of you who may not know, is over on Royal York Road, just on the corner of Evans. Great facility, providing education for our young people. You know, it's important at all times, but it's particularly important now. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you
And
so much.
our second winner, we have a very special presenter. I've been pushed aside for this one, so maybe you can queue up our second winner for this.
Hey, it's me, Walnut. I'm here at the 2021 Gems of Etobicoke Awards, and like my human just said, the nominations for the Best Professional Service Business. Well, I'm here to announce the winner, and it is none other than, drum roll please, Hound and Purr Pet Spa and Lounge. Come on down. Oh, wait, they're not here. So it is my very big honor to accept the award on their behalf, because you know what this means? This means I'm going to get more treats when I go in there. Hound and Purr, congratulations. More treats, please.
Pretty sure nobody expected to see a talking dog tonight, did you? He's a very talented guy, that Walnut. Now, Kelly, where are you? Kelly, you're on the screen, are you not? There you are, down on the bottom.
I'm here.
I got so excited with Walnut coming on the screen, I didn't give you a chance to say anything.
It's okay. He's a lot cuter than I am, that's for sure.
I don't know.
Thank you. No, thank you on behalf of my whole team. We're a community-based business, and it's definitely due to the community that we're still around, and pivoting and adapting like everybody else, and doing what needs to be done in our community. So thank you so much.
No, listen, thank you for all you do. It's fantastic. I think we go back. I think that one of our previous winners may not have been here at the time. Ken, are you here? Yeah, there you are. I see Ken. I see you on the screen. Can you hear me?
Is it mute? Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Ken, you're on mute. Yeah, there I can. Oh, I've got you
back on.
I can see you and hear you. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the fact that you guys are able to endure the extremely bad hair. Other than that, we spent a tough year, but we managed to survive and do very well. So we really appreciate this. This is very exciting for us.
Well, that's great and well done. As Kelly said, there's a lot of pivoting going on this year. So Kudos to you and everybody else and all of your team. So well done. I look forward to seeing you in the coming weeks.
Thanks.
Okay, so next up we have this one, best arts and culture. We have 2 nominations in that category. This one was a little easier for our panel of judges, I have to tell you. And the first one is the New Toronto Public Library. Unfortunately, the library was unable to send us a representative today, so congratulations to them. We'll accept the award for them and we'll drop it off shortly. And our next winner is Maybell Arts. Leah, I know you're here. I got to know Leah, who's the executive director of Maybell Arts, many years ago when I sat on Toronto City Council briefly, and I met her and saw the work she was doing with her community and was awestruck right away. And you talk about pivoting during the pandemic, Leah, you've done a tremendous job, so congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. What a great honor.
Well, tell us about some of the things you're doing right now during these times.
Oh, wow. Well, geez, so for us, we're on Maybell Avenue. It's a high density community, lots of seniors living alone. And we found out really early on in the pandemic that people were quite concerned about food. Programs had been closed, food banks had shut down. So we started what was then a very small food program to 10 vulnerable seniors, which has now grown into a weekly food program serving over 400 households on the block. So, it's a surprise for a bunch of artists for us to be doing this, but we're loving it. And we see the results and we feel the support from our neighbors and community. Lots of our local businesses are playing such an important role, and it makes me feel so proud to be part of this tremendous community. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks, Leah. Thanks for being here and thanks for doing all that you do. Okay, so we'll move on to our next category. Best new business. Okay, a number of very worthwhile nominees here, particularly this year, starting a new business, keeping it going, making a success. Everybody in this category deserves a prize. There's no question about that. So thank you to all of them. But we do have to pick 2 from the bunch, which we've done. And those are your neighborhood barbershop. There you go.
There we go.
Andy,
hey, thank you.
Well done.
Thank
The barber is probably my most needed thing right now. People keep asking me, what's the first thing you want to do when you get to go out again? People are expecting some sort of elaborate answer. I said, no, I want to get a haircut.
Yeah, I'll see you. We'll do an after hours. We'll get some drinks to celebrate, and with some masks on, of course. Yeah, thank you, Gary, very much for this award. My dog Kobe, I just adopted 2 weeks ago. He's very happy as well. He's thankful. Yeah, it's just I was born and raised in this area, and to win an award in this area for something like this is really cool. It's kind of like a little bit of a dream come true in a sense. So
that's great. When did you start your business?
I opened up in September. I was only open for 88 days, and then something happened. I can't really remember. Something in the world. So
yeah, well, good for you. Kudos to you, and for hanging in there, persevering and pivoting, as we say.
There ain't
congratulations.
nothing to it but to do it. That's it.
Well, I like that motto. Well, well done, and you've done it. All right. So our second Empire Market Cafe. There we go. We're back on the food theme. So I know Chef Rob is here. We were chatting earlier. So Robert, congratulations. Well done. Again, starting a new business during these times is challenging at the best of times. Doing it now is quite something. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's been a dream of mine for 20 years, and I'm born and raised in Etobicoke. Went to Michael Power, where we opened the business across the street from the old Michael Power campus. And all my friends and family who supported me throughout the years. Wasn't an easy struggle, and by the time I got to open, it definitely wasn't an easy opening, but we persevered and we made it happen. And we just want to keep providing great service, great food, great coffee to the community of Islington Village and surrounding communities, all of Etobicoke. Stop by for some gelato in the summer on a hot day.
I will do that indeed. I'm a Michael Power grad myself. I suspect a few years before you though, Robert. So what was the family business you opened the first time there, if you don't mind?
That was my family business is the coffee truck industry.
No, but across from Michael Power, you said.
Oh, this is Empire.
Oh, Empire. Okay. No, I thought there was an earlier one. Okay. Well, listen, congratulations. And I will come by and see you. Now that I know you're a fellow alumni, that's makes it a little bit more special. So well done. Congratulations. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for the honor.
Oh, no, it's all yours. Okay. So our next category. Best social entertainment venue. I need to point out that just, you know, the name like Maloney, there's certainly an Irish theme to these venues that have been nominated. That's just a coincidence, I can assure you. But again, 3 very worthwhile nominations, and congratulations to all of them. So let's see the winners. TJ O'Shea's Irish Snug. A great spot down on the lakeshore, great food, great location, great camaraderie in normal times. Well done to you. Congratulations. And I don't know if Colby, are you here? Were you able to join us? No? Okay. I'll have to accept that on his behalf. And then our second winner is the Galway Arms Irish Pub and Restaurant. A place I do know a little bit about. I see Mike Keane, our proprietor, is able to join us. Mike, congratulations. Very happy for you. I know you, like everybody else, it's been a very challenging time for the last 14 months, but you're hanging in there, and that's because you've got a great team and a great business, and you've got loyal customers because of everything you do. So well done, Mike.
Thank you, Jamie. Very true. We have great customers and we have great staff and everything at the Galway. And would you believe it's our 30th year on the Queensway? And we love being a part of that community there. We love the residents of the Etobicoke. And we're looking forward to opening again, hopefully shortly, so we can have all our friends back again, and definitely the patio for the summer. But yeah, it's been great. We love the people there, the Queensway, and special thanks to you, Jamie, and shop the Queensway BIA. And we look forward to be opening again soon.
Yeah, well, everybody does, Mike. So thanks and congratulations.
Thank you.
Very well done. Okay, our next category. So Michael O'Connor Thompson Award. This one's very special. It's an award presented to a business owner who best exemplifies volunteerism and community spirits, named after Mike Thompson, who was described as a positive, passionate community member who worked closely with the South Etobicoke BIAs and was a vital member of the Etobicoke-Lakeshore Santa Claus Parade. I didn't have the honor of knowing Mike, but people who did tell me he was a remarkable individual and contributed so much to the community, and that's why this award was named after him. So we have several very worthwhile organizations and people who were nominated. I want to congratulate them all and congratulate our winner, which is the Oxygen Bike Company. Those of you in Etobicoke, South Etobicoke in particular, are familiar with Sean Fitzpatrick, who runs the Oxygen Bike Company, been around for a number of years. Sean, you do incredible things with kids and families and people in the neighborhood. And I'm very, very happy that you're our winner tonight. And I'm really happy that you're here able to accept the award. So congratulations to you, Sean.
Thank you, James. Really appreciate that.
How are things been going for you? I understand that the bike business is very busy during these times, from what I gather.
Well, May and June are the busiest months we would have in any year. And then you combine a pandemic where people can't go to a gym and can't spend their money on vacation, so they want to buy stuff and they want to get exercise. So you take the concept of stuff and the concept of exercise and you end up with bicycles. So it's pretty busy, needless to say. And you know, my heart goes out to the people where their sales figures are down because of the pandemic. But you know, we're headlining every day, trying to keep together.
Well, that's why the things you do reflect the attitude you have and what you bring to the community. So congratulations, Sean. Really happy for you, and I will come by and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Okay, so next up, we're getting into 3 new categories, which reflective of our unfortunate times. And the first is favorite frontline worker. This is a broad-ranging category, and you see the name on there, Dino Ari from Dino's Pizza, Mike Gall, Metro Grocery Manager, and Jessica Smitheram. Jessica is a paramedic with the City of Toronto. You know, being on the front line for the past 14 months has been what's kept us going. And so many people, everybody who's on the front line deserves an award. You hear it all the time, but you can't hear it enough, and I can't say it enough because there are so many people who've out of necessity are doing jobs that have been able to keep things going and keep food on our tables and keep us healthy. So congratulations to the 3 nominees. And our first winner is Jessica Smitheram. Jessica is as I said, a frontline paramedic at the City of Toronto. I'm not sure if Jessica was able to join us or not. I understand she might have been working, might not have been able to get here on time, but we will certainly pass on our thanks to her in person when I see her. So congratulations, Jessica. And our next winner is Dino. Now, Dino, many of you will know from Dino's Pizza. It may seem like perhaps an unusual choice for a category like this, but if you know Dino and you see what he does on a daily basis, a weekly basis, you will agree with me that it's not. Dino, in addition to running his business on Queensway for many years, he is regularly, and I mean regularly, I was with Dino last weekend. He is taking large quantities of food down and to homeless shelters around the city, not just locally, but downtown and other places. And he does it all the time. And he's been doing it throughout the pandemic, and he was doing it before. So Dino, you've really stepped up during this, and very worthwhile. And glad you're able to be here. And congratulations. Oh, Dino was here earlier. Okay, well, maybe if he rejoins us, we'll get back to him. Okay, and our next category then, our favorite frontline business. You know, this is an interesting category because there's again, it's much of what I said a moment ago equally applies here. You've seen organizations, and we have so many in Etobicoke-Lakeshore that have been are always there to help people, to work with the community, work with people in need. But during these past 14 months, the environment has been more challenging. The demand has been significantly higher, and the ability to deliver those services has been much more difficult. But these 2 organizations rose to the challenge, and I congratulate them. So our first winner, we'll start with, is the Furniture Bank. Now, I know, Dan, you're here. Butter Dan, right? Dan, we won't tell people what that comes from, but Dan Kershaw runs the Furniture Bank. The Furniture Bank, as I said, it was an organization that provided incredibly valuable service pre-pandemic. But over the last 13 months, there are so many people who are, their jobs have been affected, their families have been affected. They don't have the basic necessities of life, including furniture and things. And Dan, you've taken it up a notch. You've taken on extra space. You're working with corporate partners, and you've really made a big difference in a lot of people's lives. So thank you for that, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you. And it's not me. It's really, you know, we've got lots of volunteers that over these months have been really helping us, you know, assembling homing kits and safety kits and cleaning kits and taking donations from the community. You know, similar to a food bank, it's got to be collected, processed, sorted, and assembled. But it's been thousands of families that we've been able to take empty spaces that they were sheltering in and give them warm and comfortable homes to try and be successful in during these times. So, you know, thank you very much for the recognition.
Well, no, thank you for all you're doing. I really, really appreciate it. And then our next recipient of this award is the Tibetan Canadian Cultural Center. And I see my friend Sharon Hamilton, you're here today. He's the president of the Tibetan Canadian Cultural Center. Many of you know about our very proud and incredible Tibetan community here in Etobicoke-Lakeshore. The Tibetan Canadian Cultural Center is just off Islington Avenue, just around the corner from my Constitute office. It is a proud, hardworking group of people, and like so many others, when the pandemic started, they got together and they started making food kits by the hundreds. And I saw firsthand, and you had called me, said, where would these be the most, most effective? Who needs this the most? And you were delivering meals daily, hundreds at a time in many cases, to organizations and facilities that were in very, very difficult circumstances. So deserving of this award is an understatement. So thank you very, very much for being here tonight, and congratulations to you and the entire community, everybody at the center, for making this happen.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So it's an honor to be actually, and a real pleasure to be part of this award ceremony this evening. I'd like to say a big thank you to James, Honorable James Maloney, and the panel of judges, the BIA team, for voting for us and in recognizing, our contribution to the community during the peak of the pandemic last year. That does mean a lot to us. Last year around this time, even before, I think, early March, it certainly wasn't easy. And James, you said it was chaotic, turmoil and all of that. And yes, everyone was filled with like fear, uncertainty, there's a lot of anxiety. And, my team, in the midst of all of this, my board, we're all volunteers, and our broader community, our brave volunteers, they all came out collectively, and we served, over 10,000 hot meals, to Frontline and admin staff as well. We wanted to make sure that, there are frontline staff, but the admin staff are also there. We made sure that during the week and the weekends, we covered, all of the staff and hospitals, healthcare centers, shelters, and encampments. So all over the city, we kind of served hot meals. And we partnered, the way we did it was we partnered with restaurants in Parkdale, the Tibetan restaurants there. So about 5,000 meals or over, we partnered with the restaurants, whereas our center was closed since March of last year. So we used our kitchen to, prepare meals with volunteers and, distribute that as well. Along with that, we partnered with Feed It Forward. They rescue food and actually, again, distribute food as well. So during the holiday, during last Christmas, and even prior to that, our kitchen is being used by them. We're actually sharing the kitchen together, and we've been able to deliver thousands of meals, through Feed It Forward as well. So, our volunteers also created these masks, cloth masks. Initially, I can remember, we couldn't find, we had the cloth, but we couldn't find elastics to put on the cloth. So we really had to go on Amazon. It took a month to get, so we ordered, really in large quantity. And that made us going. So we had about eight volunteers that continuously over the several months made about like 17,000 masks and around 8,000 surgical, non-surgical hats. So all over, within Toronto, for the nurses, and the ones that worked in healthcare centers. It was very, useful and beneficial to them during those times. So then we served our, the seniors. We had about 125 seniors that we served groceries as well. A couple of times, I think about 4 times we did that. So, it's prior to COVID, the Central Tibetan Administration back in Dharamsala, which is our government in exile, they designated the year 2020 as the year of gratitude to His Holiness. So, I'm glad that, we were able to follow and put into action the message of, compassion and kindness. It was not just, my team, but collectively through the community, as well as all of the volunteers, they really made it happen. And this truly kind of reflects, our work. So I'd like to congratulate all the other nominees and the winners as well. And it was good to hear their stories tonight. And on behalf of the Tibetan Canadian Cultural Center, I'd like to thank you, James, your team. And again, this is truly a great honor. Thank you.
Well, listen, that 2 things come to mind. Thank you and wow. Like that's amazing what you've done. A small group of people put together so much work and helped so many people. So thank you. That's remarkable. I'm going to go back a little bit because I see Dino. Dino, you missed all of the nice things I said about you a few minutes ago. But I'm glad you're able to come back, and I shared with everybody some of the great things you've been doing and working with shelters and whatnot. So thanks for coming back, and congratulations on receiving the award. You want to say a few words, Dino, or you're on mute. You're on mute, Dino.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Sorry about that, Jim.
No problem.
Okay. First of all, it's an honor for me to receive this kind of special award. Thank you, Etobicoke. Thank you, James, and your team. We are serving about 20 years here in Etobicoke, and we won many awards for best pizza. But this is a special award today to be part of our community, to helping out our community, to giving back to our community. And I really appreciate this. It's a big honor for me. I thank you and your team and Etobicoke.
Oh, thanks, Dino. Congratulations. And we're glad you could be here tonight. Thanks for everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to our last category of the evening, which is the COVID-19 Compassionate Community Member. I'm just going to jump right into these. I mean, this, again, these are all organizations and people, and organizations are people. I mean, it's, who have stepped up and done so much. Dino.
James, you're muted.
Okay, there now. Yeah, okay, so I think they were trying to mute. Okay, so many people, so many organizations have stepped up during the past year, done so much for so many, at great expense to themselves, with the help of very special people, and this category really captures that. And they're all winners. Literally, all of these people are winners. So why don't we start at the top and move to our next slide. The Daily Bread Food Bank. Neil Hetherington is here. Neil is the CEO of the Daily Bread Food Bank, which is its home is Etobicoke-Lakeshore, but it serves people across the city. It's an organization that helps so many during regular times. In the past 12 years or 12 months, the environment is challenging. I've been down there with Neil a number of times to watch what he's doing, him and his team. And I mean, he's got a tremendous team. They've had to work outside. They've had to work in smaller groups of people doing more work. It's been more challenging because there's been much greater demand, and in some cases the supply has been harder. But you've really stepped up and done a remarkable job. I've seen it firsthand. So Neil, congratulations, and thanks for being here.
Thanks, James. And I'm appreciative of getting an award from the person who regularly arrives at our food bank and says, my job is to put you guys out of business. James is right on that front. Dan said it well. Dan Kershaw said it well, that the Daily Bread and the food bank, or the furniture bank, just a group of volunteers who care very much about the mission and completely dependent on the volunteer labor that we have. From a perspective of what's going on in the city, we were serving about 60,000 people every month, 60,000 clients per month. That number is now at about 123,000 per month. And in a city as wonderful as ours is, that just shouldn't be the case. And I am deeply grateful to accept this on behalf of the volunteers who are working as hard as they can to make sure that everybody's right to food is being realized. And we would never be able to do that unless we had the support at the local and provincial level, and with you, James, at the federal level, to always be there. Not only in sort of the Thanksgiving and spring or Christmas appeals, but whenever needed, James, you have been there for the food bank, and on behalf of the clients, I want to say thank you for that work.
Well, thanks, Neil. And I'll say it again. I mean, my job is to promote and help local businesses, but yours is the one business I want to see disappear because we don't need it anymore. But well, we do. Well done, and thank you, and congratulations. Our next recipient, also incredibly well deserving. It's Food for Now, but it's really Daniel Lazon. Now, I didn't know Daniel until about probably about a year ago right now, in fact. And I learned about Daniel from somebody else we'll be hearing from later this evening. And Daniel's story is inspiring, to say the least. He has worked on his own for personal reasons, and for some time working with homeless people. And when the pandemic hit, he stepped up on his own, reached out to neighbors, fellow residents, collecting food, clothing, to try and help people who were desperately in need. As I said, it's a truly inspiring story. And I've had occasion to speak to you before, but I'm really, really happy to be able to be here with you tonight and see you here with Catherine, who is your partner in this, I understand. The two of you started this, but I'll turn it over to you because you can tell the story far better than I could. But congratulations and thank you for being here.
Well, thank you, James. It's really an honor. Yes, I did start alone, but COVID has been really good for me because I didn't meet Catherine in the process, and we fell in love, and now we are a great team. We are helping people in need, not just the homeless, people in the South Etobicoke area, whoever comes to us or somebody send us information about somebody that needs help. Catherine takes all the information, take good care and find out what they need, and we ask through various media. I would like to say thank you to the South Etobicoke community group on Facebook, which has been the most, the one that have helped us the most. We just have to post our needs for others, and some people come up and find the shoes, the food, or medication. It could be even one of the homeless person I offer him an apple, and he says, I don't have my teeth, they don't stay. So I posted on the internet the same day. A lady says, Danielle, I got some, what is that glue for the teeth?
Oh, denture.
For denture, right? So next day I'm coming, with an apple and the denture. He put it on, and when he bit in the apple, it was such an amazing feeling. I still have goosebumps just to think about it. So all these memories are staying with me, but I'm sharing it with this honor with South Etobicoke, my favorite place to live. And Catherine, you want to say something?
Yeah, we just want to say thank you. And actually, I met Daniel in the Daily Bread Food Bank Gardens because I'm the coordinator, the garden coordinator. So thanks, Neil. So it's not just the homeless. We've actually been delivering items to the Scott Missions, women's shelters. We've even had a food bank during the winter time. So people who have, had lost their employment. So we've actually been giving out food as well. So we just say a big thank you to South Etobicoke. You're a great supporter of us and we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, listen, thank you again. It's an incredible story. You've helped so many people. I said it was inspiring. I didn't realize that there was even a romantic element to it. So congratulations. Well done, Neil.
Yeah, thanks, Neil.
Okay, our next recipient is none other than the Franklin Hornet Community Center. I know Laura's on the screen here. I know a little bit about Franklin Horner. I personally was involved with them. I was on their board for a number of years. Long time ago, Laura is one of those people who she doesn't take no for an answer. If she asks for your help, it's just quicker to say yes because you're going to give in eventually. And but it's that type of determination that's made the community center such a success. And it's been driven by Laura. But again, it's a team effort. I mean, you have a tremendous group of people there, and you're helping so many people. And again, during the last 12 months, seniors, people living on their own who weren't able to get out, food programs. It's truly remarkable. So congratulations, Laura, and thank you to you and the whole team for all that you do.
Thank you. And we couldn't do it without help from Daily Bread Food Bank, Second Harvest, and the community at large. So thank you to everybody that helps us do our work.
Oh, well done, and pass on our thanks to everybody, please.
And I understand you're delivering on Thursday, Jamie?
I will see you on Thursday. Yes, I will.
Yay.
Okay, and we have two more. And our next one is Graham Rollins, South Etobicoke Community Group. It's been alluded to, referred to by some of the others on this discussion tonight. You know, social media has taken on a heightened level of importance and significance during the past year because it's a way for people to find out what's available, what's out there. It's a way for people to stay in touch so they're feeling less alone. They can find things that they're desperately in need of, like Daniel was telling us about. Graham started this Facebook page. I'm not sure when, but it's taken on a great role in the last 12 months because it has a massive following, large numbers, and you can go on there literally every day and find out very valuable information in the community. Or if you're looking for something specific, you can go on there and people will step up and help out. So I don't know that Graham was able to join us this evening, but I will say congratulations to him. I will accept the award on his behalf and I will be sure to deliver it to him and we'll post it on his page. That's what we'll do. But it's a community page. I shouldn't say it's Graham's page. Graham is just the impetus behind it, but it's really, and there's others like it too, but this one has really stepped up, and kudos to Graham and all involved. So congratulations to them. And our last recipient, and by no means our least of any means, is Sharon Hamilton. Sharon, for those of you who don't know, Sharon is retired. She's one of those people she operates in a very stealth manner. She's out there helping her neighbors. She's helping her friends. She quietly lets me know things that are going on. It was Sharon that introduced me to Danielle. She doesn't look for any recognition. She doesn't act, in fact, she sort of avoids it. She's one of those people. And Sharon, that's why you're so deserving of this award, because during this time you have helped so many people more than you realize. And those of you who are on Facebook, if you are not friends with Sharon, I really encourage you to become friends with her, because one of the highlights of my days Sharon has a chalkboard sign on her front lawn, and she puts an inspirational message on it every day. And the number of times in the last 12 months, and it's fate, where a certain challenge I'd be facing, and I'd go on, and sure enough, there was some sort of inspirational message, whether it's words, lyrics from a song or a poem or something, but it always seemed to hit the nail on the head, and it brightened my day. So Sharon, congratulations. Thank you for all that you do for so many people. And you're a shining example of all of the great people we have in Etobicoke-Lakeshore who collectively make this a great place to live. So well done.
Well, thank you, James, and to all the BIAs. And I'm just astounded that I'm even in this. I just did it. I have a friend in Mimico that started a message board, and I took her wing, and I started one too. We were trying to get it going in Long Branch and Humber Bay, and some days it's a challenge to come up with something positive, but I always try to keep it positive because we have to be in these days. And whether it's, like you said, a quote or a song lyric or a joke. Anyways, I humbly accept this award, and I want everyone to stay safe. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we'll all get through this together. So thank you again.
Well, thank you, Sharon. Well, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. So let me just say thank you. We live in a truly remarkable community. I've known that for a long time, and I know it more every day. And as I said earlier, watching people in this community, the way they've stepped up, the way they've conducted themselves, the way they've reached out to so many other people, we're very lucky to live where we do, and that's because of all of you and so many others. So thank you. I don't know what else I can say. It's a very special thing. I look forward to doing this again next year, but I hope I'm not going to be looking at you on a screen. We're going to be doing it in a room, and we're going to be eating some of this fine food we've been talking about tonight, and we're going to have a celebration, and we're really going to enjoy ourselves. And Sharon's right, stay positive. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost there. Hunker down and we'll get there. So thank you. And we'll see you all very soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.
Pleasure.